A very good morning to you. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning.
Yes, it is.
I'm very excited to be here. This is Relationships Wednesday on KTN Life and Style. My name is Anixie.
And my name is Susan Jiroga, and we are your hosts this lovely morning. And we have so much tea and so much awesomeness packed up in the show for you today.
And I have a lot to talk about today.
Yeah. First of all, how's your midweek, first of all?
Imagine, my midweek has been going well.
Yeah.
At least until now. It's Wednesday. This is my
What do you mean
favorite
until
day.
now? Oh, okay. So it's getting better.
Imeanza.
Okay,
Imeanza. We are starting it
okay.
today. But first and foremost, I would want to give a shout out to Against Our Lads for dressing me.
Yes, girl. You look cute.
Head to toe. Oh, and my shoes are from my mom. So shout out to all the parents and guardians who got their kids. Okay.
Coming through.
Yeah. Who
Thanks,
dressed
Mom.
you today?
Me. I dressed me today, but I literally stole this from my mom's closet. So, Mom, if you're watching, thanks.
Now you know where your thingy went.
Overall, thing.
Yeah, but again, you know the drill right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have on the social, we're gonna have the trending topics that have been trending this whole week on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, you know, and then later on we're gonna have DMC,
Deep, meaningful conversations. That's
and
where things get a bit serious.
Yes, and our panelist is to die for.
Yes.
I have to say. And our stories today are kind of crazy, but guess what? We're going to make it through. And then later on, we're going to have Keeping It Real, where we do exactly that.
Yes, we keep it 100% real, and that's the time that you send in all relationship questions. This is Relationship Wednesday, people. So tweet us, use the hashtag KTN Life and Style, and send us all your relationship questions. And then last but not least, we have tonight on KTN with our girl Violet.
With
Yes.
all the tea. So first and foremost, when it comes to on the social, I don't know where to start. We have local news, we have international news.
As usual, every week we come
local
through.
news, yeah.
We cover the continent well, by the way.
Yeah. So for today, we're going to start with our local news, and this is not somebody new on our desk, Mike Sonko.
Yeah.
We really just have to start with the fact that, you can't at Mike Sonko.
Because he's going to snap back.
He is always going to snap back. So this is exactly what happened. If you haven't seen the story, there is Mike Sonko and Mildred, and she's a member of the Beware Buyers.
Yes.
It's a whole page on Facebook, and that's exactly what they do. They sort of like call out people.
Yeah.
So what
also
happened
a blogger,
is,
I guess.
she's also
right?
a blogger.
Yeah.
But then, so what happened is the husband gets arrested for, because, you know, they run the business together, this particular business, apparently of, you know, these people who take people, you pirate
human
people
trafficking.
That's the word.
I don't know why you're trying to explain it so nicely.
That's the word. So the thing is, the husband got caught, he was taken to jail,
Yeah.
and when Mildred realized this, you know what she did? She picked the wrong person to at.
But the thing is, though, the arrest kind of went hand in hand with her and Sonko going off at each other. So that's what was kind of weird, because he was like, oh, before I've reported this chick for going off on me, look, they've already been arrested. But anyway, she went off on him. I think she was on TV, she was on some show.
Yeah.
And she was also writing about him, and she attacked him for, there was...
something that happened in 2017, first
yes.
of all. So it's already a dead end. It was in 2017, that case was arrested. Sonko came up with receipts, and he was like, you know what, I was actually on some national TV station, and he actually talked about the allegations and spelled out everything. So the next time you want to pick on somebody, a piece of advice, let it not be Sanka, because you're going to lose.
Make sure you don't have anything wrong going on in your life, because people will come for you. So if you're going to add somebody else, be ready, by the way.
So definitely she did that just so we can stop, you know, we can look at something different, you know. She was deviating the attention from her case.
True.
Yeah, but again, human trafficking is illegal, and she was
kind of
found,
a big deal.
She was taking a 19-year-old and an 18-year-old to Lebanon.
No, they're from Lebanon. They're being kept here, apparently, against their will.
As housemaids or something?
Yes. And apparently they had several other passports also found in their house that belong to other people. So these guys are like, they're not doing human trafficking small.
Yeah.
They're like... really is it?
And again, on a sudden note, we have R.I.P. De Matthew.
Yes.
Oh my God, that was just a tragic event. And you know the funny thing is, that same day I was coming from Thika.
You used the same road.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, so apparently De Matthew was coming from a fundraising event at Gatanga, him and his friend Mike Roa.
Yes.
And they decided to stop by Apple Blue Post,
yes.
Apple Thika, and just to catch some drinks, you know, catch up and everything. But not what McRoy explains is in their last conversation, DiMatteo was very emotional.
Right.
Yeah, because, you know, he owned a company for, it's like a recording label for artists. So he was very emotional about the musicians, the artists, their payments and everything. And Mike Roy explains that he didn't understand why, like, the dude was all over the place.
He just wasn't feeling okay.
He wasn't just okay.
That's really sad.
So, yeah, I felt like that was really sad.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know what happened, Benga, a Kikuyu singer, DiMatteo, was in his car and he rammed into the back of a lorry. I'm not aware whether he was pronounced dead at the scene or whether he made it to hospital
Later,
or not, but he unfortunately passed on. It's really crazy. He said once, I think he was in an interview, and he said, I know that when I pass on, they're going to play my songs on radio like all day long, like maybe for weeks on end. And he's like, I just don't get why they just can't do that now while I'm here and I'm alive. And it's so interesting now that he's actually passed on and everybody is playing his music.
And everybody now, all of a sudden, you're interested to know who this is.
So now even those MCSK messages for royalties, who are they going to go to now that you've decided to play DiMatteo all day?
That's true.
Anyway,
This is
it won't even be much.
I know, but our condolences to the family and friends, of course. Maybe we can move on to better stories.
More into something less sad. Still a bit sad, though.
A little dramatic.
Jamie Foxx and Katie Holmes.
So this is what happened. Jamie Foxx was actually married to Katie Holmes for about 6 years. And to be very honest, I was kind of against their relationship because of how they all got together. And then I was getting used to the idea of them being together. And then all of a sudden, boom, they've broken up.
Why were you against it? Because of how it started?
Because how it started.
No, how did it start?
I mean, Katie was with somebody else.
Yeah, who's a Scientologist. And, you know, have you read anything about Scientology?
No.
Yeah.
Maybe now I will.
It's very hapana pale. But anyway, shout out to all my Scientologists. I'm not adding you.
So the thing is, though, so Jamie Foxx, after before the breakup has been announced, he's seen holding hands with this chick called Stella. Okay, she's a painting, but so is Katie. But then now he's seen holding hands with this chick coming from a club in downtown LA. And I'm like...
But see, they're just holding hands.
Okay. Okay. You know the door is right over there. Mimi, I'll tell the producer to kick you out.
I'm just saying.
So, but,
first of all, what's the chick's name again?
Stella.
Vave. Vave is the name?
It's Stella Vave. I don't know, but Mimi name Kenya, don't ask me. But her name is Stella Vave, and he's been coaching her, actually.
Trust.
Yeah, so, I mean...
Trust
it's
Jamie.
Yeah. But I feel like this is what happens when you start listening to things like Wamlambes. You just up and leave your wife.
He's actually one of the few global stars that, like, did a challenge.
Yeah.
I'm Jamie Foxx.
Yeah. You know, anyway, it's very sad. I'm on Katie Holmes' side.
Yeah.
I'm actually not on her side.
But on better news... The Rock is married, y'all. The Rock is off the market. Okay, Nixie is obsessed with The Rock, I guess. And I don't mean this like, on a show. No, she loves Dwayne Johnson. Loves him. Obsessed. But now you have to share him because he's married. I have a toxic relationship with him. And I'm really sad that the dude is now gone. So now he got married. This is very sad. He got married to the long-term girlfriend at... a private island in Hawaii, and I guess it was a beautiful wedding. So the thing is, he got over 7 million likes when he finally set it up to the 154 million followers he had on social. And 7 million likes within 2 hours. Do Kenyans support people like that, by the way? Kenyans will be like, people won't even like that. But like, I think Dwayne Johnson has gotten to a point where he's a global star. He's not, I think he's Samoan, half American or something. He's none of those things. He's a member of the world. He's a global citizen. Clearly some people here, even in little Nairobi, feel they own him. Yeah. But he's gone now. It's so really look for sad. I know it's a beautiful thing, but it's really sad. I'm heartbroken. And I know you feel me, you who's looking at me wondering where your man's at. Anyway, in other news, forget the man. Today we are talking, our main topic is quite serious today. Quite depressing. Exactly. Funny you use that word. We are talking about breakups, and breakups that are so tough and so heartbreaking that it triggers depression, and what like what you kind of go through, and most importantly, how to get over it and get back to yourself, okay?
So, of course, for this, we have the DMC, Deep Meaningful Conversations.
Yeah.
We're going to have an expert on the same, and we're going to give you all the tea. We're here to cure sorrows. That's kind of like what we do every Wednesday, so stay tuned.
So don't forget to talk to us on social media. Use the hashtag KTN Life and Style. Ask us all relationship questions. Ata tusalimie, by the way. Also that. You can talk to us on our personal profiles as well. On Twitter, I'm _, and on Instagram, I'm Sura Common.
And for me, on Twitter, I'm Nmite. Mite is MIITII. And on Instagram, Ann_Nixie. Shout me a DM.
In the DMs. You want them to slide in right now?
Yeah, slide in the DMs. Imagine it's an open application. Slide into my DMs. The only time I'm going to allow you to slide into my DM, okay? You might as well just do this. So anyway, guys, the main topic for today is tough breakups that lead to depression.
Yes.
And I can't wait for you to see our panelists on this.
And see what's in the streets.
Yeah.
Asiende deep into much hivyo na hujajua the other person. Unaweza kuwa yani mimi kwangu mimi naona yani azini. Ukiingia soft inakuwa way easier kukua hard. Kuhusu depression, I think kila mtu anapitia depression, but ina depend ni stage gani na level gani yako iko. Unapata huyu mwingine maybe ni kwake siwezi sema depression, but inaanza tu na heartbreak alafu inaisha. Relationship alikuwa ameingia kani juu ya love, alikuwa ameingia juu ya do, so like kani financial msee amemwacha anabaki na stress tafika hiyo. Lakini ku avoid, I think ni ukuwe tu wewe ndo like wewe ndo boss kwa hiyo relationship. Tuseme hivyo like wewe ndo yuko too much attached, like wewe ndo unaamua vitu kenye inaendelea hivyo. Independent. Yeah, uko independent yani.
So that's exactly what people had to say on the streets. And remember, you can also give us your feedback on the same using the hashtag KTN Life and Style. You can also slide into my DM using Ann_Nixie. But right about now, it's Deep Meaningful Conversations, and we're here with Susan Morita. She is the Senior Sergeant at the Prisons for Kenya. Yeah. And we have Bruce McKenzie. He is the CEO of MCB Studio Films. Perfect.
Also a pastor.
I'm excited. Also a pastor. Most importantly, a man of the Lord. And of course, I'm here with Susan, my co-host, and I'm very excited. So our main topic for today is tough breakups that lead to depression. It's very interesting that we have Susan here, maybe so he can get to know your story a little bit. It's already out there, but maybe you can tell us with your experience with depression.
Yeah, I know. She just let you straight into it.
You
didn't warm her. You didn't tell her to
sip.
Okay, sip kwanza.
Nikupweshe.
No, I'm good. No,
You're good. Yeah.
I'm good. Questions
Become.
Depression is real.
Yes.
It is real.
But your nails are looking nice.
Thank
and
you.
I feel like the coordination with the thing on the head.
First of all, I love that you came in uniform. Shout out to you. I'm guessing you probably have
Proud
work
of my
after
job.
this.
And I'm actually telling people out there, it's just profession. We are women, and we get stressed.
Facts.
Tunahatiwa vibaya sana.
You know, because most people think, oh, Susan Morita is, you know.
Ivy hatiwa.
Yeah, she is,
like I'll shoot that guy. Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no.
You're very shootable yourself.
No, you don't shoot in relationships.
Yeah.
Relationships are just tough. And for example, like me, I went into depression.
Yeah.
I locked myself in the house. Imagine, nani ni karau. You know that?
Okay, tell me, when was this breakup? Give us timeline. When did the breakup happen?
Maybe early last year.
Okay.
Let's say early last year. And then after that, yes, I had made that decision, but it wasn't easy for me. First, the reason of breakup.
Right.
You see, the society judged me. The one who I was breaking up with judged me. So I was just there. The only way to sort myself out is lock myself in the house for so long.
Oh, God.
How long?
Over like, okay, my day used to start around 7, majioni. And then I got so sick. So sick. My pressure went low. I lost appetite. I went for surgery. I went through a lot.
Whoa.
Alone.
Oh, God. Hey. Because, again, Is this something that you normally
Can you
like?
stop putting those faces? I'm smiling.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, Ash is happy. We're here after the fact. We're going to talk about the come up again. I think we're just, you know, sometimes you tell somebody a sad story and then they go back to that moment. Like I was there. So I was taking myself back and I'm like, Changamka, by the way.
It was tough.
You're good
I
and you're
must
here.
say it was tough.
What was the reason for the breakup?
First, I don't have a child. I'm trying to get a child.
Okay.
And I don't judge anyone for not understanding.
Yeah.
Our understanding is different. I don't even judge him for not understanding.
Yeah.
We are all different.
Yeah.
But it was really tough for me. As a woman, in the society, you're being judged, you don't have a child, it's tough.
Oh, God, I can imagine.
And I think we still have that perception of like women, you have to be a mother,
And
you have to
then
be a keeper of the
you
home.
are the problem.
It's like, you know, traditionally, it used to be, oh, mama nani, hana mtoto, yeye ni witchcraft, sijui yeye ni witch.
Alitoa mimba nyingi.
Oh, yeah, so that's the reason. But then they come up with all kinds of things.
Yeah. Yes.
And biologically, it's honestly just, it's a percentage thing. It's a bad luck thing. It's just the way somebody goes and you get an illness and your neighbor didn't get it. Like,
So, where we live, it's a gated community. Sitting in Maskari, we have houses inside there. I didn't have problem with my workmates. Actually, they were very supportive, but I hid myself. They were supportive when I came out. But before then, I could lock myself in. I'm not coming out. I had to take a leave. From there, take a sick leave. But bottom line, hiding. I actually changed my curtains. Nikabaiza black.
yeah,
Kukwe na giza. Mwangaza was my enemy.
you just take a cool.
Yes, and I was comfortable in that giza.
Yeah.
Very comfortable. Very. And if you knock kwa hiyo mlango, if I was not expecting you, I wouldn't come out.
Wow.
I'll actually come, aichungulia you.
That's how you know.
Atu kusikizana akuje, so I'm not opening.
Yeah.
I just want to be alone.
Wow. How long was that?
So long, for over 6 months.
Yeah, that's long.
That's
Considering
a
you're
long
a
time.
working person, that's really long.
Yeah.
But I'm that person. When I get out of that house, I'm laughing. I think I was trying to pretend. I don't want to show people I'm going through something. So I'm covering it up with a lot of smiles. You know, I'm jumpy, I'm a funny person and all that. So they don't know what's happening. Unless I tell you, you won't know.
You would have no idea.
And it's always the people going through the most who are always so jovial
Honestly.
and very excited about pretty much nothing. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I get excited. Hata unaweza ona mende utoe joke.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah, I like how Bruce is also laughing about this. You've also had your, you know, your share of the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, because again, him being a pastor, I'd be like, hey, but these ones are just highly favored by the Lord.
Yeah, they wouldn't have problems.
Yeah, you wouldn't have problems.
Their
problems, by
relationship
the way.
Will
straight
always
from
be
God.
honest. Like, I mean, God has already told you this is going to be your wife.
Yeah, so it's straight from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just tell us a little bit about your experience with the same.
Mine was quite something, yeah.
Okay.
Mine was quite something. In fact, I've never shared it in the public.
Oh,
wow.
really?
And I think this is the first time.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
just
thank you
gonna-
for sharing it with KTN Life and Style.
Yeah, welcome. So I thought I think I should share it because also me, I had to go underwater for some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it was in 2017. Yeah, I proposed to this lady, and then things were going on well, and we started planning for the wedding and all that. Yeah, it's quite emotional because things never went the way we planned. Yeah, and I think, I don't even know what to say, but I think we reached a place where we were to go for the introduction. We went for it, and then his dad brought in some demands that I couldn't just do. They were so exaggerated.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's one of those parents.
Of course, yeah, but it's quite a long story because it's like they were together with they were colliding with the daughter.
It was teamwork.
It was teamwork. So,
But
so
then she knew you and what you were capable and what you guys had agreed on. So why?
I just don't know. I think after the whole experience, I came to realize you can't marry someone who is not ready, especially a lady.
Yeah.
If she hasn't made up her mind to get married,
Okay.
she won't just get married no matter what you do.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think, because I had told her my position, what I can afford, what I can do, but I think in her mind, I think she had her own picture of what she wanted. And from my judgment, I felt like she wasn't just ready for this thing called marriage. So, and then the dad had got expectations, and then she was not a Kenyan. So there were just a lot of issues around it. So tribal issues, and then I think because I'm from a different country, and the dad really wanted the daughter to be married in
Uganda.
in Uganda. So it was a bit tricky for me. Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, for how long had you guys been together? Because if you at that point where you guys are actually planning a marriage and an entire wedding, how long did you guys date?
We had dated for about 1 year.
Okay.
It was about 1 year, and there's that age you get as a man when you're thinking marriage, you just want to marry, And I'm one of those guys that I don't do games. When I get into a relationship, I don't date girlfriends. I want to date my wife to be. So I think probably the pressure was too hard on her side, and she couldn't just tell me the reality. So the only thing was to bring a lot of complications that were not really necessary from my view. Yeah.
I love how open-minded you are about it, and you can say for sure maybe she just wasn't ready, because most people will be like, no, she was trash, she didn't say what she was missing out on, So that's really good. But at the same time, how did you overcome the whole idea of, wow, we've planned a marriage, it's failed, I mean, the society looking at you like,
especially because the proposal was quite public, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was public. I think the hub was just new.
Yeah,
so I just,
it was a whole thing.
Yeah, it was a whole thing, and I remember it was on a Valentine's Day, and we brought the hub to a standstill.
And the way pastors have mystery.
Yeah.
You can imagine.
Yeah. So, everybody was so expectant, everybody was waiting for me to, to just marry, because a lot of people are really praying for me. It's actually hard to be a pastor when you're single, but it's possible. So
I stand.
So it was quite something, and the expectations of guys were so high. So what helped me to overcome was after I had to sit down and understand what exactly is happening. And I think the truth, when I got the truth from all the matter, that's what gave me peace, because I realized that I think the dad asked me to build a house within 5 months, a bungalow, not a home, not a house actually. He told me to build a home. That's a bungalow within 5 months.
Ask if he had already built one.
Not even that. Yours was built in how long? Quite people were working.
And then
I don't think he loves his daughter.
No,
You don't
maybe
tell your child.
Maybe because maybe if she wasn't ready, she must have expressed maybe that she's not ready. Because also sometimes instead of straight up breaking up with somebody, give them impossible standards, and they'll be like, this is no way to agreed upon dues. Like.
It was just quite, it was so impossible for me to build it within 5 months. So, and then he had already chosen for me a location in Uganda, and the location ain't cheap. It ain't cheap, I'm telling you.
Yani, you're going for dowry negotiations and you're being told, actually, first of all,
Mesha
kutumia WhatsApp in where your house will be.
And actually, where you are marrying, hapo ndi utajenga.
Yes. So, I felt like, am I the one being married or am I the one married? So it was a bit tricky for me. And I think the other thing, they told me, stop preaching. And, I can't stop preaching. That's my calling. That's what God has called me to do.
Okay, had you met the parents before at all?
Not really. I think it was the first time we were meeting because of distance and all that.
I'm not married and I've not gotten close to being married. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'd advise you to go and meet the parents, even before introduction. Just like a small, like a lunch, like a dinner, like do something chill, but just like have an idea of what they're like, maybe. Because that's intense.
But again, if she's from Uganda and then you're from Kenya, and you see the distance.
No, the distance is real. I get that.
And it's not just Uganda, it's near Rwanda border. Rwanda,
Uganda.
It's
quite okay, so it sort of makes sense.
That you hadn't met at that time.
I'd expect for somebody to be mature enough to represent exactly where they stand and be like, yo, by the way, I know I've been telling you we love each other and everything and we're going to get married, but to be very honest, I'm kind of not ready. So it's the woman's fault because she didn't she wasn't strong enough to just come out and say, you know what, I'm not ready. Maybe she gave you the wrong picture, to the fact that ukienda Uganda sasa, you've already prepared yourself, you're ready, you know they'll say yes.
Yeah, yeah.
You find these demands that you had no idea were in existence.
Yeah.
And again, Susan would like to understand, for 6 months, you hid in the house and you locked yourself out. You even got black curtains.
Yeah, I can't believe
my lord.
Black.
Yeah.
I actually went to toy market. Yes.
To source
So
for
one
them.
of the few
And
times
I
you
looked
left
for the
house.
darkest color.
Yeah.
Staki mwangaza. I didn't want to see anything to do with light.
Yeah.
You know.
How did you overcome depression? Because 6 months is a long time.
What happened? What happened in that 6 months towards the end for
Towards
you to
the
decide
end,
to
I
share
had to
with your
seek a
friends?
counselor.
Okay.
Yes, I had to go for counseling. And then again, you just have to accept yourself the way you are.
Yeah.
And love yourself the way you are. We hurt because we keep on expecting people to give us what we can give ourselves.
That makes sense.
That actually, yeah.
Because if I don't have a child, saa tutafanyaje? Tuambie Mungu, tupige God simu. We can't buy children. They're not bought in the supermarket. If it's about a child, you need to hold my hand. We go together, get this child together. I can't go alone. So it reached that point I had to think about myself. I'm still young.
Yeah.
Who said I'm barren? Actually, barren was my other name, according to them.
Wow.
It wasn't easy.
Rude much.
Yes.
Wow, people are so...
Yeah.
God,
Yes, I had so many people call me barren, starting from him.
What?
Now girlfriends.
You know something? It really pees me off when it comes from the women. Like
Yes.
that's another thing, because I'm just
Trust
like,
me, they
whoa.
And
Yes.
this is getting a bit
You pick a call, a lady has called, you pick a call, why are you doing this? Hey, hebu za kwanza tujueni bibi yake, otherwise siongei na tasa.
Oh my
I
God.
got that, yes.
No, I think it's about time we take a short break.
Yeah, people
And then-
marinate
got
on that.
So we're going to take a short break, and of course we're going to be back with Susan and Bruce Mackenzie. In the meantime, remember to use the hashtag KTN Life and Style to just let us know exactly how you feel about the topic today. Oh my God, my heart is so heavy. Let's take a short break.